Hey guys, welcome back. Sick S10s. Another beautiful day out. Supposed to be getting some nice weather coming towards us, so a lot more content coming your way of some sick S10s, all three of my trucks. What I've been doing here this week is replacing the water pump. You know, as things have been slowing down at work, I just been tinkering with it slowly. I got a to-do list set up. It's always a good thing to have so you know what you're working with and what you need. And then discovered that the windshield pops out. So I have a glass company to come in today. So I'm going to get all this rhino line sanded down and then get the cowl off. Take the windshield wipers off so he can get to this lower part of the glass. Take it out. I'm going to clean it up for him. Maybe put down some I don't know, some like clear coat just so there's no rust that will come back out again. And then he'll reseal it, and it's just going to sit inside here for a couple of days just so that it takes time for that windshield to actually fully seat and seal. But I got the sander here so I can get that sanded down around the windshield. Already got the front brakes replaced, so it actually has front brakes now, but I still need to do the rears. But the next time you see this truck, it should be at my house, and I'll be doing the idle arm, center link, upper and lower ball joints, and inner and outer tie rods to get the whole front suspension. Oh, and front shocks too, to get pretty much the whole front end all bundled up. And then maybe the weekend after that I'll do the whole rear brake setup. But if you guys are liking the content, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you when the truck's at home. Welcome back, guys. Back at home. It is the next day. I got the stuff around that windshield all cleaned up. The guy came and took it out, the windshield, and then he's like, yeah, it's too much rust. You need to clean up around the windshield and get all the rust cleaned up around the windshield, and then you need to make sure it's just bare metal, and then get some self-etching primer and do 3 good solid coats around that, and then give me a call. I'll come back and install the windshield. So this is what it looks like out of the truck. So I'm super excited for him to come back and get it put back in so I can finally drive that truck. As you can see my breath. It's about 2 degrees in my garage. I do have the heat going. But for today, I am going to get this thing finished. I gotta get the shifter interior stuff and, you know, underneath the dash, put the hood on it, check all the fluids. But before I do that, I'm gonna get my tool set all set up, and we're gonna go to the junkyard because I need to get some bolts, some screws and stuff for that 82 for the cowl, the hood, because the bolts they put on the hood was definitely the wrong ones. They were like set screws, like big set screws, and they're not supposed to be that kind. They barely were holding the hood on. So I'm gonna go get some bolts, some screws, and maybe find some nice treasures. But let's head on over to the junkyard and get this funness started. But before we go to the junkyard, there's something I want to do real fast. And that's weld this lug nut back together. I'm not using these because they're aluminum, so I'm going to jack the truck up and take my grinder and put a big bevel on this side, and then bevel this side so it has like a good canyon, like this. Kind of like that. So when I weld, I'll fill all this in with weld and penetrate all through this, and the same with this side. So I have really good heat penetration, so I make sure that it's not going to break again, even though I'm not going to use them. But I did pre-sieve in the mill my new lug nuts. And these ones are steel, and the spikes are even bigger. Because here's the old one compared to the new one. Way better. These ones faded and the tips come off of them, but these ones don't. So I'm going to get you guys all set up and try to get the best angle as I can so you guys can see me TIG welding. Alright, now I got you guys all set up. Let's do some grinding on this. If it's really loud, I'll try to figure out how to put some music in with this video. But yeah, here's the grinder. Yeah, I think that's good enough. It's got a pretty good bevel around it. I kept hitting my rim, so I don't want to keep doing that. I mean, I got these rims from our local You Pull It that we're going to be going to here in a little bit. Got them, I think, 200 bucks with tires, and the tires were shot, and I bought brand new tires for I think 450 bucks for a full set. Now we'll get this all ground down. And just like that, it's all beveled. So now it's ready to be put on the truck and TIG welded on. And then I gotta let it cool, and then hopefully this will test my TIG welding skills. If it breaks, well, I gotta try it again. But if it holds, then I know that my TIG welding skills are good. So I'm going to get everything set up and we'll be back. Alright, I got you guys all set up. How to get the welder all set up, change tungstens, get some wire out. I got this wire right here. That's a aluminum alloy 3/32 size. Get my gloves on. And I also have my tungsten. That's a pure tungsten, pure green. That's a 3/32 size. I'm running about 180 to 150 volts. I think it's volts. Either volts or amps. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna get this thing, try to get this tacked on here, and then start welding it on. See if you guys can see it too. It's gonna go like this. think I might have accidentally tapped you guys, but it's tacked on there. Not really the straightest, but I don't need it to be straight, I just need it to be strong. Well, I'm going to get back in there and see if I can get a couple of beads laid. See if I can get this set up so I can actually get more room in here. Oh, yeah, you can still see it right there. It's getting a little out of control. As I said, I don't care what it looks like, but I'm gonna get this, hang on a minute. I'm gonna get this finished up and then try to take it off the truck and then show you guys what the new lug nuts would look like on the truck. Man, finally, after like an hour and a half of fighting, I finally got it off. 3 different pieces. I welded it together, and the weld is about right here. So the lug nut broke again. So then I found this socket that had these teeth on it, and hammered it on there, and then it broke again. So I had another one that had those same teeth on it. Hammered it on that one, and then finally it came loose. So now I can get all these put on. Super stoked. For anyone out there that is customizing their vehicle, car, truck, whatever it is, even a bicycle. If you have anything that needs to be tightened down, do not use aluminum. Aluminum, terrible. Aluminum is good at lightweight, and for other things to kind of keep cool, or you know, just they shouldn't make bolts out of aluminum or even lug nuts. So these new ones I got are steel. And now that I finally got the lug nuts off, got that lug nut off, I'm gonna put all the spiked ones on and then get ready to head to the junkyard. All right, well, we made it here. I'm gonna grab some tool, head on inside. Well, found the first truck here at the junkyard. It's in a rough condition, but I'll take those bolts. There's no grill, so I don't get none of those bolts. Off to the next one. Came across this beauty. You know the back part, it's all rusty, but it don't have a full grill, but it definitely has a couple of screws there that I can use. And a couple of screws there that I can use. So definitely getting some parts that I need. So I'll put some low profile tires on some 5 stars. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to wrap this up soon, because I pretty much have the screws and bolts that I have. Unless I find like a blazer back bumper, which I haven't seen a blazer yet. But yeah, I'm going to get this all done so I can get some lunch and then get home into the at least more warmer garage than out here. Man, it's so nice. Yes, Finally found one with the grill that I need. It has a couple of screws missing, but it's still got one right there. A couple up here, so I'll take as many as I can. This truck had the 2.5 Iron Duke in it, like what my turbo one has in it. Pretty rough. Yeah, you just can't find them in good shape. Once they start getting out of whack, people start just shipping them off to the junkyards. But I don't mind it. I'll take the parts. Front bumper's in really good shape. But yeah, I'm going to grab these screws, walk around a little bit more, and then I'm heading home. Well, leaving you pull it now. Got the bolts and the screws that I needed. Didn't really get all of them, but what I got will do better than what I have on the truck. So now I'm going to go get me some lunch, sit in this truck and warm up. I'm freezing. And then head home and work on the 88 S10 and get that completely finished so I can get it out of the garage. So when I do get my windshield put back in my V8, then all I gotta do is drive it home, and then I can do the rear brakes and then all the front suspension stuff on it. But I'm gonna wrap this video up. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Later.